with more on what's in store for the rest of the week. Jeremy?
Mark, we are headed into a much calmer stretch of weather across the inland northwest, and that was after a rather windy day. In fact, as we move through the rest of the evening, winds are basically a non-factor. We'll continue to watch them die down overnight as everything moves out of the region. We saw a little bit of mountain snow lingering here in the past hour, but I think that just winds up moving out. Moscow, St. Mary's might see a stray shower. That seems to be about the extent of it. Tomorrow, it's a mix of clouds and sun taking us through the day. I think in the afternoon, we have a decent shot of seeing mostly sunny skies. Thursday, a little more cloud cover. We'll talk why coming up in your full forecast, but here it is, what you've all been waiting for. 48 degrees in a mix of clouds and sun tomorrow. Remember, increasing sunshine throughout the day. 51 on Thursday. Seriously, the first time we hit the 50s this year. 50s on Friday, even warmer on Saturday. Overnight lows do dip below freezing, but look at those afternoons. This is fall spring at its finest.
All right, here we go. Jeremy, thank you very much. And now to your night beat with a quick look at the day's top stories. Tonight we are tracking new information about the Moscow murders case. The defense representing the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students has filed a motion to take the death penalty off the table, citing autism spectrum disorder. This comes as a prosecutor has asked that Bryan Kohberger should not be allowed to offer an alibi defense unless he takes the stand himself during the murder trial later this year. Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson asked the judge to limit any alibi evidence during Bryan Kohberger's trial. He also asked to limit evidence about any psychiatric evaluations Kohberger might have undergone, as well as arguments about an alternate perpetrator of the alleged crimes. Spokane firefighters responded to a lithium-ion battery fire that broke out in Hilliard early this morning. It happened at Max Amps Lithium Batteries. The Spokane Fire Department and the Department of Ecology say any toxic exposure in the soil or water is contained to the building and its property line. Tonight, authorities say they are not concerned about toxic exposure in the air, but say these types of fires are difficult to put out.
It's still a fairly new problem to us in the fire service, but we're starting to see that more nationwide, having these battery fires turn into bigger events, and that's what's happened here today. This is technically this is the largest event we've had with batteries in the city.
Officials also say no one was hurt, but everything inside the building has been damaged. Police say a man who tried to sell stolen equipment from the Spokane Fire Department was arrested in Moses Lake. Investigators say a Spokane firefighter spotted the equipment for sale on Facebook Marketplace, and that's when authorities in Spokane notified police in Moses Lake. Amongst the stolen items, a full turnout gear including pants, a jacket, respirator, even a helmet. Authorities say a Moses Lake police officer negotiated the sale of the stolen equipment and arrested the suspect named Christopher Rock. He is charged with trafficking in stolen goods. And that was a look at your night beat. For more on any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. As cities across the country struggle to deal with homelessness, we are hearing from a Coeur d'Alene nonprofit about their progress that they're making. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy reports tonight.
For 35 years, the nonprofit Canopy Village, formerly known as Children's Village, has and continues to assist families experiencing homelessness. The Coeur d'Alene facility offers respite and emergency shelters for families who have nowhere else to go. And if you ask Chief Operating Officer Rosa Mettler, the need only continues to grow.
A lot of our families during these last couple of years, as the expense of living has gone up, are no longer able to stay in their homes.
And as of last year, a new resource Canopy Village offers aims to prevent families from needing to stay in their shelters. The Safe Teen Assessment Center received funding from the Idaho Department of Juvenile Corrections. Its mission? To identify underlying issues within families financially and emotionally, and then pointing them to the best local service option. It's this addition to Canopy Village that Mettler says in just 1 year proved its worth.
We had a significant increase in services because of this building and what it allowed us to do to prevent kids from coming into our care.
The nonprofit's 2024 impact report found a 479% increase in youth served compared to 2023. That's more than 200 children, along with their families, seeking assistance in financial planning, court proceedings, and mental health. In many cases, children receive support through problem-solving activities as parents get assistance from caseworkers. Mettler says the building centralizes what is available in North Idaho for children and families' financial and mental health. It's something she emphasizes needing to grow.
We have very limited resources for behavioral and mental health. And so there are several providers in our community who absolutely go above and beyond to try to ensure families have what they need to be successful.
This increased need helped decrease more families needing to stay in one of their shelters by 12%. Mettler hopes as the center continues into its second year, more families feel comfortable seeking assistance early on before they have nowhere else to go.
Those are things that we were never able to offer them before, and now that we have this building, we can.
Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
We are thrilled that the judge acted so decisively and so quickly.
A federal judge has blocked one of President Trump's executive orders that impacts refugees. We'll tell you what that means coming up in less than 2 minutes. Plus, to bring you more to every story, we spoke with an expert on the First Amendment and what she has to say about how a North Idaho woman was dragged out of a recent town hall event in Coeur d'Alene. We're back in 90 seconds.